back to the Fanatic Brackets, episode number 5. I'm your host, NuKKle. With me, as always, is my co-host, Joel. Before we get into the episode, as always, subscribe to the Ring Fanatics YouTube channel and our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and anywhere else, including the audio streaming platforms. Today, our special guest is from the NuKKle HeDD Network. Please welcome Gigi. How are you, Gigi? Is everything?
Hey, what's up? Hi, folks. We're here to talk about women's wrestling today.
Of course, of
Yes,
course.
ma'am. Yes,
Of
ma'am.
course. So that was the topic we've been running on social media the entire month so far. So you chose this topic, Gigi, the best current women's wrestlers out of all companies. Before we even get into the bracket, do you mind explaining to the audience like why you came up with this topic plus the 16 participants that you chose for this?
Absolutely. If anybody knows anything about me, and if you don't, shame on you. But if you do, I am Gigi for the win. I absolutely love pro wrestling. I fully love women's pro wrestling on top of that. It's just great to see where the women's division has come so far. I born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, girl over here. So I've seen the worst and the best. Okay. And I grew up in an era where you have Miss Elizabeth as pretty much the first lady of pro wrestling. Sensational Sherry Martel, Luna Vachon, Medusa or Alondra Blaze, however you were introduced to her. Bertha Faye. It's just so many different women that has conquered this very male-dominated industry that is pro wrestling. And man, it's come a long way, especially to where it's at now. And I am beyond a fanatic. And for me to choose this 16 participants in this bracket was probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do, just to list 16, just 16 people. I'm like, man, this is tough. This is really tough because I just want to add all of them.
Yeah.
Minus some other things. But I think the last 4 or 5 participants that I decided to go with, I literally had to enter their names in the wheel of names pretty much and had that randomized for me because I was not going to be able to choose it on my own. I was like, all right, let faith decide the last 5 people. So for those who've seen this bracket online on my page and had asked me, how come there's no Bailey? How come there's no Becky? It's because they didn't make the cut. All right. And I can't have all 4 horsewomen, all right, in the bracket because odds are they were probably going to win. And it's not fair because there's a lot of other great talents besides the 4 horsewomen that just adds on to women's wrestling overall.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah,
That's a fair reason. I get that. Because same thing, I was thinking about it. I'm like, this was a hard list. There's so many women you can choose in all companies to be on this bracket.
And I try to be fair, okay?
Yeah.
So when you asked me to choose 16, I was like, fuck, this is tough. All right, let's do this. I had a list of WWE. I had a list of AEW. I had a list of ROH. I had a list of GCW, independent wrestlers, New Japan on top of that. NXT as well, even though it falls underneath the WWE umbrella, it's still kind of its own separate entity because it's just separate. Hence why we got Gigi Dole in there and Roxanne Perez. But I literally categorized each of these women of what company do they work for, who they with, and then the last 5 it was whether it didn't matter if they were WWE, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. It really honestly didn't. I even had at one point Kairi Sane on here. So there was a lot. There was a lot that I went through. But I literally categorized each and every single company that I can possibly think of off the top of my head. And I just started listing, all right, let me get my top 3 for each company out the way, and then we'll figure out the rest.
Yeah. I'm excited to get into this. This is going to be, as Joel and I were talking before you got on, this is going to be unpredictable.
This
You
is
know,
this is
this is
tough.
this is tough. The matchups are
Off
tough
off
itself.
the bat with the first one, once you sent me the photo,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, of course, Nick.
yeah,
I would have
Of course.
re-randomized it again, and if it would have
yeah.
came up a
I mean, I
second
wanted to be
time,
fair,
I would
just
have been
give
like,
it the
you know
one
what?
shot.
It's fate. It's
For
fate.
some,
Yeah,
yeah, for some reason, every time he does the random shit, it
it puts
always gives us tough ones.
exactly. No
Always
matter
to start
how many
off with.
times, it's gonna give us the tough ones. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stick with the first one. You know, it's gonna be tough regardless.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I'm looking at the first one, and it boggles the mind because if you really think about it, Charlotte Flair is the only horsewoman that Bianca Belair has yet to be
To
in a
be,
battle with for a championship for anything really.
yeah,
They've just been avoiding that.
Yeah, they
yeah,
haven't touched that yet.
exactly. Yeah, it could happen soon. So before we even get to the bracket, for those who are listening who have not watched the previous episode, the rules are as follows. So between the three of us, we're going to choose, in our opinions, who should move on to the next round in this bracket. Whichever participant gets at least two or three votes between the three of us will move on to the next round. The same process goes until the final. It's our opinion only, like I said. We can look at it however we want to, whether who's better in the ring, who has more accomplishments, who had better moments. We can look at it however we want to. There's no right or wrong answer. So let's just get right into it. The first matchup, like we said, the tough one, getting that right off the bat. We're going to start with you, Gigi. I'm going to put the pressure on you right here. Charlotte Flair, the queen of WWE and the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Who do you have choosing going on to the next round?
These two women were my first two picks for WWE. I'm not saying who's one, and I'm not saying who is number two. All right, we're not going to do that. But for WWE, these two women were definitely my top picks. Now we can look at the accolades of Charlotte Flair. Basically, one of the most decorated women in sports entertainment today. I would love to book her in other fantasy matches. Besides with Bianca Belair, as we discussed, this is a match that has yet to happen in WWE, and when it does happen is going to be epic because Charlotte Flair always puts on a hell of a performance, but so does Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair has yet to fail at not only being a women's champion, but bringing it to life. There's only a few women that can actually hold the women's championship title and actually bring it to life where it's meaningful. And I'm not going to take anything away from Charlotte Flair. But this is the thing. Charlotte Flair has X amount of how many, where she's at in her number ranks? 15?
14,
14,
15?
15?
around there.
Around that.
I know it's more than 12.
Yeah.
I know that.
I promise you, you can add all the days that Charlotte Flair has been champion per each and every title reign, and it will still not add up to the longevity that Bianca Belair has held with the women's championship title.
That is correct. I would agree. I would say the same
And
thing.
because of that, I'm gonna have to choose Bianca Belair for this.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay. Good pick.
nice
Good
one.
pick. I love the reasonings too. Joel, we're gonna go with you to kick off the next one.
Oh,
Bianca or Charlotte Flair?
Nick, I'm gonna put you in a tough spot because I'm picking Charlotte.
Ooh.
Charlotte alone, just because of the way that the landscape changed when she was called up. Not saying she did it alone, but she was, I think, the key part. Of course, you had Sasha and Becky with her, but there's no one else like Charlotte. Also, you could throw anyone at Charlotte and she'll make them look like a superstar. And also, yeah, there was that time with her and Sasha just handing off the belts to each other. That wasn't a great time, but I'll let it go this time. I'll let that slide. Love Bianca. Bianca's great, amazing in the ring. We've talked about this before on the show with her at Mania putting on performances this past weekend in Puerto Rico, putting on a show. So, like, taking nothing away from Bianca, but I have to go with Charlotte.
Ooh. Also a good pick because this is a tough, like I said many times, like we all
Tough one.
said, it's a tough one.
That's it, Nick. You have to be the icebreaker. You'll
Yeah.
have to be the tiebreaker here, buddy.
Okay, so both of you had valid points. Both of you had valid points. I love both of these people, both these superstars. Both of them are great in the ring. Both of them have an impact, even though Charlotte has been there, since what, like 2014, 2015.
Yeah,
Um,
2014 was the call up, I believe.
I'm gonna say I had this pick before. I'm gonna say Bianca Belair
Okay, nice
because
pick.
the reason why I say Bianca is because I feel like she's made a bigger impact in her short amount of time than Charlotte has.
Mm.
She went straight to the main roster, won the Royal Rumble less than a year later. She main evented WrestleMania, undefeated at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
has held the championship now for 400 days. I think the longest in current history. Um, so I think because of that, of what she's been doing lately, I think, in my opinion, is better than what Charlotte has ever done. So that's why I have to choose Bianca. No disrespect to Charlotte. I
Whoa,
think
ever
she's.
done, Nick? That's
I
crazy.
mean, that's my opinion. Again, this is opinion based
That's
show. I don't want to cause any
wild.
controversy
No,
here.
no, no, but that was just a wild comment. I'm not saying nothing
No,
about it.
I don't know. I just feel like Bianca has just made it in. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
This
I
is my
feel you.
opinion. But
This, you know what it is
I
that
understand it.
Bianca Belair, she had a tougher battle making a name for herself versus
yeah,
Charlotte Flair, where she was given the name. And
1000%.
for the
yeah,
longest, and the longest, and the longest, she has tried her best to not be part of the Flair name.
Yes.
exactly.
But as soon as she hit that main roster, they were like, nah, you need to have the name Flair.
Yeah, because I remember she was just Charlotte for the longest
Mm-hmm.
time,
Yeah.
and then they just added the last name. I forgot about that.
You know. Come
Yeah.
on. You
But
know
She
like,
didn't
I
want to
business.
be, and that's what most
second
um
generation.
most second generations don't want to basically do. They don't want to go ahead and live in the shadows of their fathers or their uncles or whatever. They want
Oh
to make
yeah,
a
Yeah.
name for themselves. Um and for the longest she was doing that. But at the same time, whether she had that last name there present or not, she was still a Flair.
yeah,
Yeah.
And with that, some things were just kind of handed to her because, Vince McMahon loves him some Flairs.
Oh
yeah.
no, of
And
course.
I'm not like a. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a Charlotte hater. I'm actually one of the biggest Charlotte Flair fans there is, because I don't. It was like a slight edge. I gave it to Bianca like a slight edge because I think her, also her come up in the business was also more impressive to me.
Yeah.
She went from someone who was in NXT, never won the championship down there, never really had big of moments down there, got called up and became a star in less than a year.
Yeah.
So I just think that was like a better, impressive come up than Charlotte was. So I kind of had to give it the slight edge. I love Charlotte Flair, great in ring talent, great overall superstar, but I had to give it to Bianca here on the slight edge.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was tough.
Now, yeah. Come
I
on.
think either one would have been fine heading to the next round, but I had to
Yeah.
choose
Your
Bianca.
randomization got to get better, Nick.
I
That's
yeah,
what
my
it's
randomization
not
skills
even
got to
you.
get better.
Yeah. It's that website, man. They
I
they
know.
always fuck us. They always fuck us.
Exactly.
So I actually have my daughter here, and I was like, I was just asking her. I was just asking
Who
her,
does she have? Who does she have? Bianca or Charlotte?
"Who do you
Does she
have,
watch wrestling?
Bianca? Why?
Yeah.
Whoop you
On my side.
You can whoop you with her hair.
Exactly.
That's very
She
true.
knows.
That's very
Yeah,
true.
She knows.
she knows exactly. So next round, we have the DMD, Dr. Britt Baker, going up against the current Ring of Honor Women's Champion, Athena. Joel, we're going to start off with you. Who do you have between the two moving on to the next round?
Britt Baker, but that's just you know how I feel about Athena. Love her, but like I don't know. I was never a big fan. Great in the ring. I just could never get into the hype. And what Britt has done since the first day of AEW is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. With the way the fans love her, the title reign she had. Yeah, at times it was slow. Now even not really being in the title picture, trying kind of like a side character, and she's still killing it. Um, Again, no hate on Athena. Well, No hate for real, but it's just I just think Britt is her right now. I think in the world of wrestling, there's a lot of things going on right now, but I feel like you could put Britt on any show, and she has the ability to try and steal it, depending on who her opponent is. I just think she's that good.
Nice, good pick, good pick. Gigi, we're gonna go straight to you now. Britt Baker or Athena? Moving on to the next round.
So, damn, it sucks because I love Athena. I really do. I think she is now coming into character as being a heel, as it's supposed to be. Babyface Athena was not doing anything for anybody, whether it was in NXT on the main roster as Ember Moon. Her goody baby face doesn't do her well. I like her better as a heel, but I don't feel as though as she has meaningful storylines with people, that even in her matches it seems a bit lackluster, and I don't know whether it's on her end or on the opponent's end, right? It's just there's no chemistry. There's barely any chemistry with the people that she faces in the ring. There was chemistry with one individual, and that was for, it could have been for Dark. I actually like Dark. I actually watched Dark almost religiously because I'm big on YouTube, so Dark was always there for me.
Yeah.
And I also loved it for the commentary, but that's just me because it's just dumb, great commentary. But child, but man, no one right now can touch Britt Baker. I mean, obviously, we're going to go into the brackets and we're going to dive in a little bit more. But when it comes to women's pro wrestling as of right now at this moment, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, bye. She is on top of her game. I've met her. She's dope. She was dope to my kid. So for that, I'm slightly biased. I'm going to have to go with Britt Baker.
Ooh, good choice as well. I'm just going to, since Britt Baker already won this round, I'm going to say Britt Baker too. Sad it has to be a sweep, but I agree with your point, Gigi, with Athena. Like, I'm also starting to get into Athena. If she had this like heelish gimmick, probably like most of her career so far, like early NXT days, I probably would have given the slight edge to Athena. But since I'm just getting into her gimmick, I can't really judge, what Britt Baker has done within the past 3-4 years in AEW to Athena's recent work. That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
So, like you said, Joel, Britt Baker has done a lot in 3 years with AEW alone than what Athena has done in the last couple of years in wrestling.
I'll say if Athena had the character that she has now for her career would look way different.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to as well. Like it would have been a lot different. We would have a different conversation. I probably would have said Athena over Britt Baker because I'm more of a heel person. But
and she's a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah,
I'm not
taking
away from Athena the wrestler. I just don't feel like she's the total package.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree with that. That was the thing. Like her promo work is like it can get better. Not a big fan of her. Like, her heel run, she's better as a heel than a baby face. But like I still think her promo work kind of needs more improvement because it's not selling me 100% on her. So Britt Baker, no matter I think you said this, Joel. No matter what position you put Britt Baker in, she's always killing it. She's always doing her best work. It's always entertaining. Like, all her matches, the Thunder Rosa match at the St. Patrick's Day Slam,
even those couple months.
But that's legit heat there too, by the way.
Yeah.
That's some big legit. I tried talking to her about that. I was like, not about the heat, but like at Comic-Con, I met Britt Baker at Comic-Con, and I kind of mentioned to her, I was like, hey, your matches with Thunder Rosa, oh my God. And she was just like, yeah, about her. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I said the wrong thing. I said the wrong thing.
Now she hates me, damn.
She's never gonna want to talk to me again.
I
The
said the
thing
wrong
that I think
compliment.
about
Damn.
all the
I
time.
was trying to be nice to her, but I guess not. I guess.
Sorry, I tried. I was trying my best, but yeah, man, it was just a really dope moment. Um, my kid was like, "I take care of my teeth. Look," and she's like, "Have you been flossing?" And she's like, "I floss today. Do you floss every day?" I will because you're Britt Baker, and yes, I will floss every day. Good girl. And gave her a high
Question
five,
though.
and then we took a picture, and it was really cool.
That's
Question:
awesome.
Has she been flossing?
Don't worry, we won't tell Britt. It's okay.
She'll
Yeah,
floss
she'll
when
find out,
she
yeah.
feels like,
She won't.
I got chicken stuck somewhere. I need to fix that. Don't
Britt
floss
Baker
your
won't
teeth,
watch this, so she won't know. She won't know.
right?
Yeah.
We'll tag her. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. I'll clip this and post this on social media. Maybe she won't. But yeah, Britt Baker moved on to the next round of the bracket. Next matchup, I'll start off with this one: Masha Slamovich versus NXT's Gigi Dolan. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna go give it to Masha because I think Masha's right now, other than like she's signed to Impact, but other than AEW and WWE, she's my favorite. Like tied as one of my favorite wrestlers outside of those two companies. We'll get into who my other one is later on. But she's been killing it. You know, like I'm surprised I never gave her the Knockouts title. She's fantastic in the ring. Her character's awesome. It's badass. I love Gigi Dolan, but it's like as of right now, I feel like it's kind of like a rocky road for her and what she's been doing in NXT. Her Toxic Attraction stuff, amazing. If she was still in Toxic Attraction to this day, maybe it would have been like a even tougher, decision to put over. But like I said, Masha's like one of my favorites outside of both companies other than AEW and WWE. So I couldn't not give it to her at the moment. So I'm gonna go with Masha Slamovich. This one. So who wants to go next? Gigi or Joel? Who wants to give it to?
Gigi, you can go.
Is Gigi choosing
Yeah, you
Gigi
can
or
go.
is she choosing Masha?
You would think that Gigi would vote for Gigi. However, a lot of great a lot of things that you said, Nick, basically kind of summed up with Gigi Dolan. I love Gigi Dolan's character. I think that it's great. I think that the feud that she had with oh my god, what's her name?
JC Jane.
JC Jane. There you go. I was like, I know I'm saying it wrong. I think that was really fun. I think it's still fun up to this day. But is it selling me versus Masha? Unfortunately, it's not, because one, I was at GCW, Eye for an Eye, where Masha actually won the title against Nick Gage. And it was dope because where I was sitting at, my seats were literally where the entrance was at.
That's it.
So I have one of my best friends who bought one front row ticket for himself. And before I even got a chance to get a front row ticket with him, it was sold out. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna get the second row. And since he's been going to these GCW events like all the time, he emailed somebody and he was like, hey, if possible, can you please put all these seats together? And we were able to do it. We had no idea we were going to be sitting literally where the entrance. I can like look behind me like, oh, there they are. Here they are. We had multiple wrestlers fall on our laps. No, we did not take any of them home as a souvenir, but it's okay because that's another mouth to feed and that's expensive as shit.
Imagine we say Nick Gage in the background. Like, is that Nick Gage behind her? It's like that.
Right? But not only that, just very recently, last month, for Women's Crush Wednesday with Battle Club Pro, I actually sponsored the main event, which had Masha as part of the main event. Oh man, who she fought against? It's some Japanese. Oh my God, forgive me, Joaquin Morales. Forgive me, I love you.
I think we sponsored a Masha Slamovich match too for VXS Wrestling.
Yeah,
we did, right? Yeah,
like last year or sometime.
Yeah. So we both, wow, it's crazy. We both sponsors Masha. That's pretty cool. Another
I
reason
mean,
why I would give it a
Sumi,
shot.
that's who
it's
she fought.
great. I'm like literally looking through the card. Here
Who'd
we
you fight?
go.
You will?
Sumi Saka.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right? Did I say it right? Did I say
I
I'm
know it's
terrible?
Sumi. I don't know the last name. I don't know
Yeah.
how to say it.
Sakura.
Yeah.
I know
Saka.
it's Sumi.
You're saying it in
We're
Spanish. Say it
gonna
in
go with
Spanish.
it.
Say it in
Yeah,
Spanish.
we're gonna go with it.
Sakia. Sakia. Wait, no, Kia is IA. I'm sorry. This is AI. No,
Like, hi.
right, it's backwards. But yeah, she was going up against Sumi. I sponsored the main event for our Women's Crush Wednesday. Masha won. It was amazing. I got a chance to shoot the shit with her.
Nice.
And she's just so down to earth, and to be able to have that one-on-one with somebody that's as dope as Masha, right? She's
Yeah.
dope in the ring and outside the ring. And man, we can all see her stardom is going to fucking skyrocket from here on out. As you
And
said,
she's young.
she's part of
young.
Impact. She's part of GCW. She's part of independent wrestling. If AEW does not pick her up to do something with her, they're just wasting their time. But at the same time, I don't want that, because Tony Khan doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with his women's division.
Yeah, she'll get
He's only writing the women's division around Saraya, Jamie, Britt. Everybody else is just pawns.
Don't know. Yeah.
They're pawns. There's just extras. They're playing extras. Tony Storm is playing an extra. She shouldn't be playing an extra, but she's playing an extra.
That's what I'm saying.
Ruby
Soho's
Riott
playing extra. Yeah.
Ruby Riott has been playing extra.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They do. It's such a shame of that they don't know what they're doing with their women's division.
Yeah.
But
with the women in WWE with the tag team, they're both just clueless.
So I have slight hope for the women's tag team division, mainly because they brought up 2 tag teams from NXT.
Finally,
about time.
So,
about time.
I want to be optimistic about it. So I'm trying to trust the process. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt my feelings. I have feelings. I might seem heartless, but I have feelings. Don't fuck up my women's division. Y'all already did that shit. All right. Y'all fucked it up by taking the belts away from Sasha and Bailey. But you know what?
Yeah.
We're not going to go there. It's in the past. That is water underneath the bridge.
Yep.
We will leave it there.
It's in the past. Leave in the past. We're doing good.
Whatever. We're going with Masha here.
Yeah, we're going with Masha. So, Joelle, we already know who's winning, but who do you have between Masha and Gigi?
GCW World Champion, baby. Come on. You guys already made the case for me. I don't even have to say anything.
True. Okay, we just might as well get into the next round. Taya Valkyrie taking on the Rising Star and Roxanne Perez. We're gonna start off with you, Joelle. Who do you have between the two?
You do this to me, Nick?
I'm sorry, I'm just choosing random people.
Man, this is tough. This is tough, but in a different way. It's just Roxanne, like Ring of Honor champ, NXT champ. She's so young, killing it. She's amazing in the ring. Taya, on the other hand, she's been around, man. AAA, Impact, made the appearance in NXT. Like she's really coming to herself. I'm gonna give the edge to Taya.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the edge to Taya. Just because of her experience, more companies, actually having more matches, putting on bangers too in AAA. Not taking anything away from Roxanne, because she's been incredible ever since she's come on to the independent scene and NXT. It's too short to like compare Roxanne with Taya for me. So that's why I'm gonna give Taya the edge. But in like a year, it might change to Roxanne. But right now, I'm giving it to Taya.
Okay, not a bad pick. Gigi, who do you have between Taya and Roxanne?
Oh man, this is tough because same boat, man. You have Taya, who is the veteran out of the two. Roxanne though has a lot going on for her. Like you said, former ROH champion, former NXT champion. That kind of bothered me a little bit because her title reign could have been so much better in NXT, and I feel like they completely shitted on her. However, although they shitted on Roxanne Perez's fucking NXT reign, they didn't shit on her as bad as they did with Taya when they didn't know what the fuck to do with Frankie Monet.
Yeah.
And even when Frankie Monet was in NXT, she was still fucking killing it.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have the competition for her.
Yeah.
They really didn't. I mean, when Taya was there, you didn't have a lot of heavy hitting girls in there. She could squash literally all of them. Mm-hmm. She shouldn't even been on NXT. She should have been on the main roster immediately.
Yeah.
The fact that they feel like they need to put her in the development program
after being a wrestler for a long ass time didn't make sense.
For what?
She had.
Insane.
Yeah.
All right. She was in Impact, AAA, Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget that either.
Lucha. Yeah.
All right. And that's what she got her Johnny Mundo on. All right. Okay. She's killing it right now. And the fact that AEW is now utilizing her in the correct way that she should have been utilized in WWE speaks volumes. It shows that Tony Khan is maybe paying attention to women's wrestling a little bit more, especially when you have a competitor like Jade. Like when those two collide, it's just going to be a great fucking match if they give them the time.
Mm-hmm.
They need to give them the time. If they don't give them the time, it's just going to be pure bullshit. And yeah, I do feel like Taya is going to end up ending the reign of Jade. Because Jade at this point, I think she needs to stop being Goldberg, be Jade. And I think she needs to go after the women's championship. I think her and Jamie Hayter should build a storyline that's going to last more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because right now, Tony Khan is writing the women's division like an infant trying to grasp some type of attention, or like not attention. It's just like the attention of a child is like, yeah, Jade, this story. Oh, squirrel.
Yeah.
No,
shit.
That's a fact.
A whole, how many lines of cocaine is that? Wow. What were we talking about again? Wow. It's Wednesday. No, sir. It's still Tuesday. So relax. We're not there yet. A man is moving one speed bulb at a time. Damn. Roxanne, and this is why I don't see now. There's a thing, because I feel like everything's like super easy.
Yeah, you think it's easy until you actually get into the matchup.
You know what? Because I'm gonna throw it to you, Nick. I'm gonna pick Roxanne just for the fuck of it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fuck it.
Put him in the hot seat.
Okay. I didn't think you were gonna throw the hot seat at me. I didn't think so.
You know what? We already got halfway through the bracket, so we had to do it.
Let's hear it, Nick.
I thought this was gonna be easy Taya winning this round because I was gonna choose Roxanne. I'm still choosing Roxanne.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm choosing Roxanne is because you said this, Joel. I was thinking exactly when you said it. When you said maybe in a year from now we'll see if it's different or not.
Yeah.
Because I agree with both of you what you both said about Taya. She has the experience. She's killed it everywhere she went. It's the easiest edge ever. But like Roxanne, in a year from now, She's done. She's what 21. Already won 2 world championships in different companies. Like that's impressive to me. In a year from now, she may be called up. She may have competed. She competed in the Royal Rumble this year. She's main event. I think she's main evented. I don't know. But she's impressive so far in her short career in wrestling. And then, like I said, in a year from now, she may be killing it even more. Better title reign and better run in general than Taya had at this point in her career. So
that is very true.
I thought you guys were going to choose Taya, so I was choosing Roxanne.
Okay.
So I'm still choosing Roxanne.
I like the pick.
So
That's fine.
Pick. Yeah.
My initial goal was to go with Taya, but I just wanted to throw it out there so controversy.
Yeah, this is. I was shocked when you said Roxanne. I'm like, damn, I thought you were choosing Taya. And I'm like,
you just
listen. In all honesty,
yeah.
I think Taya versus Masha would have been dope. I feel like we are going to see that eventually. At the way Masha's been running. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh man. Oh shit, I didn't even realize what the next match.
And you said it, and you said it before. Yep. I'm gonna start this one off anyways. Jade Cargill. I'm gonna start this one off because I want to. Jade Cargill, Jamie Hayter, both women's champions in AEW. I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill. I'm going with Jade because although, people can say, "Oh, she's the female," like you said, Gigi, she's a female Goldberg, and I get it, but I'm impressed by Jade. You know what I mean? Like
she's getting better.
She's getting better. Exactly. I was a fan of her since the day she stepped in to the company. She's improved each and every match. I think it took a while for Jamie to get over in the company because for a while it was like, oh, she was just Britt's backup. But then that's all we knew her for. You know what I mean? Is just Britt's sidekick. And she's still with Britt. People are still comparing her. Oh, it's Britt and Jamie. Eventually that time will come when they're just going to split up. But as of right now, people are still considering, obviously she's the world champion. She deserves it. Everyone's a big fan of her. But again, when you think of Jamie, you're going to think of Britt. And when you think of Jade, you think of how well she's going to become in the future. So that's how I looked at it between the two. She's like we said, she's great in the ring. She's getting better. She's only getting better from here on out. So I had to choose her, the undefeated TBS champ, over Jamie Hayter. I know people are going to get mad because she's still going. She's still winning. When she's going to lose, but it's Jade, I don't know. I just felt like Jade was a better pick for me. Oh, wait. So why'd I get that? Sorry. Who? Joel, let's go with you now. I'm going to put you on the seat here.
Okay. This was a tough one for me. Love the both of them. You know that. I'm a big fan of both these women.
Yeah.
Especially right now, they're both insane. Jamie has had more competitive matches.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Jade has shown me more.
Yep.
Jade has actually gotten people on her side now. A lot of people didn't like her at first. They were just like, why are they giving this person
I think it was because of...
You know what I mean? What's the hype around her?
I think it was because how she was introduced, mainly.
With the whole Shaq shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was tough.
That was tough.
That was a tough situation.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that was the whole shit with Brandy. Yo, why is Brandy not on this list?
Joel's a big fan of Brandy, by the way, if you didn't know
that. But yeah, so...
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about her promo that she had.
Yeah. Who told you it was open mic night?
Where they were telling her to shut the fuck up. And
yes. Oh man.
I'm here for this crowd because she's the black. But listen, I love me some Brandy Rose. Or Brandy Rhodes. I said Brandy Rose. It's funny. Brandy Rhodes. However, why is she the whitest black girl I have ever seen on TV?
1000%. 1000%.
And then when she wants to act out of character, you better not talk to Mama Maya like that. Like she gets all southern and like that. Like
it was it was real character.
When all of a sudden you became an old southern black woman.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're a black woman, but where all this old southernness come from, girl, sit your ass down.
Because what she's seen in the movie.
You may be a black belt, but I'm a black bitch.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. I'm gonna. You know what, Gigi? I'm gonna put you in the seat. I'm gonna give it to Jamie.
He gave you the ball, Gigi.
Let's
Who do
see.
you have?
Who we breaking it with?
This is good. I love me Jade. I love me some cut the shit. And even though they cut the shit with that, but she couldn't say that every week, which kind of took away from the character a bit because I really enjoyed it. Where she was like, cut the shit, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony cut the. It should have been a shirt that says Tony cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
Yeah.
But it was a missed opportunity. So fuck y'all. So damn. But Jamie Hayter, AEW Women's Champion. Yes, if you see Jamie Hayter, you will definitely see Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, with her. There's gonna come a time where that dynamic duo will not be a dynamic duo, and it would be possibly one of the best feud storylines for the women's division. It's not happening right now because of Saraya. Has Saraya now come into the company? I think we would have gotten that Britt Baker Jamie Hayter feud going on.
I would agree.
But because we are basically doing girls' version of NWO in AEW, with the little mix of the Bella twins as well, since they want to come down here with the loser. They why are you passing me chocolate from underneath the...
I think she wants to be a part of the show. I think she wants.
Yeah,
she
no,
has an opinion. She heard Jamie Hayter is like, oh, I want to say something about Jamie Hayter.
Absolutely. But she just passed me a couple Three Musketeers from like underneath the crack of the door. You can come in.
She helping you out. She helping
Do-
you out. She's
Yeah,
like,
You know
she
who
giving you an
Jada-
opinion. She's giving.
here's a little snack.
Yeah,
You know who
she's like,
Jada-
I know you're hungry, Mom. I gotta give you some.
Thank you. Jamie Hayter or Jade?
Oh, is this the final? Nothing. Oh, she
Ooh,
didn't
she
answer.
even
Oh,
wa-
she didn't answer.
she didn't
Wow.
even know what to
She didn't
say.
even know. Yeah. She thought
See?
she
didn't
thought
even
she was
know
gonna
what
help
to
you out,
say.
but she's like, nah.
You help me out?
Have her choose for you.
No.
Maybe that's
No.
no. Okay.
You see,
No.
it's too
Jamie
hard.
Hayter or Jade? Which one? Choose one.
Jade.
She chose
Jamie
Jade.
Hayter. Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie,
Okay.
Jamie Hayter.
You want that to be your pick, Jamie Hayter?
We're gonna choose. That's the boss. The boss said Jamie Hayter.
Right.
Yeah, no, I love me some Jade. Again, I just I hate Goldberg. And
Okay. Reason. That's a good reason.
because we're booking Jade as Goldberg, I'm not feeling that. I like you know what bothers me? We're giving her jobber matches
Yeah.
to get her to that number. And I'm just like, why? Why
Yeah.
are we doing this?
I at least give it to them on having like a real number rather than Goldberg just upping it like 10 every week.
No,
Yeah.
Goldberg shot up to 300 and something because each day was interest added on to the actual number of him winning.
Yeah.
And all this bullshit as, oh, house show events. Yeah, stop the lies.
Yeah.
Stop the lies.
Yeah.
We are not counting all those rehearsals that y'all did at Universal, okay, as house show events at that time. Go fuck yourself, WC. Oh, too late. Vince McMahon did that. Never mind. No, but the thing is that they're making it seem as if Jade is untouchable. They're making it seem as if she is unstoppable, which is a lie. It's just that they haven't had the right competition for her.
Exactly.
Jamie Hayter is a fucking great competition for Jade. Man, it's Chris Statlander. Where are you?
Yeah.
That's who's breaking this. That's who's gonna break the streak. I don't think it's gonna be.
That's
Tanya.
who
I think it's gonna be
listen.
Statlander.
I've been saying this since day one. If there's anyone's going to break the streak, it should be Chris Statlander. Why? Because she was one of the original assholes that was part of AEW, and and I say assholes in such a great way because she's just like. When she first came out, like her backstage mannerisms, well, all the vlogs that you see of her flipping off Ethan Page and shit like that, just for shits and giggles and beating up people. just for shits and giggles. It's always been fun to watch her, but watching her in the ring is just such a fucking treat, man. And we're missing her.
Sucks that she's injured so many times, and it's like, fuck, we could have seen her.
But at this point, I think she's healed. They just have her in the win. They just have her in the back, like what they doing with Miro right now. Like we're waiting for a good storyline for you. Y'all don't have a storyline.
I think it's more with Taya. They're like, yo, we already started this. Now we can't really just cut it off and put you in a title picture. We gotta let this go and finish. You know what I mean? That's why I think she's gonna keep the streak at Double or Nothing. I think she's gonna lose it to Statlander, or either All In or All Out.
Probably, yeah.
I hope so. But for this one, we're gonna go with Jamie Hayter.
Joel, it's up to you. You're in the hot seat now. Which one
Jamie
is it?
He had Jamie Hayter.
Remember?
Okay,
and then I put her in the hot seat.
I bet I didn't hear
Jamie, baby.
Hayter. Okay, cool. Wow, Jamie Hayter. Now next matchup. Janai Kai, current independent star, versus the current SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Gigi, you want to start off with this one too?
Oh.
I want to put you in this one. I know all these are tough matchups. I know. I randomized it. You want me to start off? Do you want me to start off so that way we can get something up?
Oh man, this is tough.
Yeah,
and it's especially tough. I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna be super biased. I love me some mommy, but I'm gonna have Janai Kai on my podcast this coming Thursday, Wrestling with Knuckleheads at 9 p.m.
Subscribe to them YouTube and find it out.
Twitch.
At this point,
Demon is gonna make it happen.
At this point, this episode would be out after. Are you live streaming it or pre-recording it for that Janai Kai?
No, live. It will be live.
Yeah, at this point, it's already up on her channel, so go subscribe to the NuKKle HeDD Network.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Word. Yo, find me. Exactly. Find me and you can clip. Trust me.
We'll have it reposted and stuff when you have it out.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm with it. I love it. Yes.
Perfect.
But so the Kick Demon, man, to see her perform live. I've actually sponsored a few of her matches. One of her just being just Janai Kai, but she was also with Jordan Blade versus Willow Nightingale and Brooke Valentine. And I think that was the first time I was ever introduced to I was introduced to Janai Kai via AEW Dark.
Yeah.
And I always kind of found I was like, why is her hairstyle like that? What is going on? Like,
yeah, I know the same thing. I was like, what's going on?
It's unique. It stood out, and I'm like, shit, that's dope. And to watch her wrestle with her kicks, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. Then I had the pleasure of watching her live, and then I was like, oh my, watching her give kicks hurts my legs.
Yeah.
Watching her receive kicks hurts my chest, my back, my thighs, my freaking calves, because this woman is getting kicked everywhere as she's kicking everybody everywhere. And I'm just like, how do you not feel that? She's like, oh, I feel it. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm gonna go home and ice up my body because I felt all the kicks.
I'm gonna get the ice for you so she can ice up.
Word, I'm gonna do that for you. But man, Rhea Ripley. I just have to say kudos to Rhea Ripley. What a performance that she put at Backlash. For her, basically, mommy is mommy.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some mommy. And even though I cheered the shit out of Zelina Vega, I know deep down in my heart it was not going to happen. You can't just put the women's title on Rhea Ripley at the previous pay-per-view, premium live event.
Yep.
And I would say this, in all honesty, if Backlash was months after WrestleMania, and it's still held in Puerto Rico, I think Rhea Ripley would have lost that title. She would have gained it back the next night or the next show on Raw, whatever the case may be. That's fine. But she would have lost it that night in Puerto Rico to Zelina Vega because of that pop. I mean, Zelina Vega had a standing ovation coming into the ring and then after her match. And that, to me, that just touched my soul on so many levels. One being a Latina, a Boricua, a New Yorican, or whatever you want to call yourselves, whether because a lot of people feel some type of way. Oh, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm a New Yorican. Bitch, you the same way. Your family is from Puerto
Yeah.
Rico. You have Puerto Rican heritage in you. It's okay to call yourself a Puerto Rican if you were born in New York. Yes, the
Yeah.
term is New Yorican, but at the end of the day, we're all the same fucking people, bitches.
Yeah.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck over it.
exactly.
Big facts.
All right,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Big
people
facts.
that no, you don't understand. When I tell you there was heat underneath one of my underneath that same Selena Vega post on TikTok,
Oh, really?
insane. I
Really?
literally was like, no, I'm blocking you for a negative comment. I'm blocking you for a negative comment.
Reporting
Oh,
you even
it's
off.
not a country. It's a U.S. territory.
I
Suck
hate when people
my
say
dick.
that shit.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
hate when people say that shit. Pisses me
I
off.
hate that. Don't fucking come at me like that. It's still a
For real,
fucking
that's true.
country. Go suck my dick. I have a
Yeah.
drawer full of them. Thank God my
Facts.
child's in the
Let
other
them
room.
know, Gigi. Let them know.
Yeah. Yeah, tell her, Gigi, go off.
Let them
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, let him know.
No,
Uh,
but Rhea Ripley did the right thing by giving Zelina Vega the
Yeah.
ring to herself, even after
Yep.
she lost the match, just to get that standing ovation with the fans, with her family, with everybody. So I love
Yeah.
me some Rhea Ripley, but I cannot go against the kick demon Janaya Kai on this one.
I respect the decision. For me, I've seen only like a short handful of Janaya Kai matches. So although I like her in-ring ability, I can't really like say much
Nah.
about her because, like I
Yeah,
said, I
she's
haven't really
insane.
seen her.
She's insane,
Um,
though.
but I acknowledge mommy. I love Rhea Ripley. Been a big fan since day one. From the first day she arrived on NXT UK, she's won every single belt they had to offer in WWE right now. That's insane. Her in-ring, her character work, her in-ring ability has gotten better since the first day she's got to WWE. I respect the crap out of her, and I'm gonna be biased because I love Rhea Ripley, so I'm going with Rhea Ripley. Her stuff going on with Dominic right now, her calling him Dom the entire time, I love it. I love it. I can't
Dum dum is
Dom
money.
Dom and Mom, exactly.
Yup.
Exactly. So I just love what they're. I can't go against that because I just love. It's my favorite storylines too going on in WWE right now. It is hard for me to go up against Rhea Ripley. But again, I love Janai Kai's in-ring ability, but I haven't really seen too much of her, so I can't really say much about Janai Kai. I'm just gonna be fair about that.
Yeah.
Joel, you're in the hot seat now. We had to put you in the hot seat eventually.
Yo.
You're in the hot seat. Who's
These are
gonna
both
be going to the next round?
Yo, these are both disgusting wrestlers, right? Shania's ridiculous. Rhea's ridiculous. By God, give the edge to Rhea just because I'm gonna be biased on this one. She is probably my favorite wrestler at the moment, next to AJ Styles.
Okay.
She is the person I will die on a hill for. You
Oh,
could
me
bring
too.
me any women's wrestler, I will. Rhea fucking Ripley, baby. I don't care if it was 2-1. I'm still picking Rhea.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Rhea. That's my girl right there. And I feel like when she came in, she was just like a breath of fresh air with what the women's division looked like.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I became such a big fan of hers. And that's why I gotta go with her. Love
And
Kai
let's
though. She's nasty though. I
Yeah,
can't
Janai
take
Kai
my-
is nasty. I've seen.
Yo,
like, you know what's amazing about Rhea Ripley? Judgment Day wouldn't be shit today if it wasn't for Rhea Ripley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Judgment
basically the
Day would
leader.
have been a failed faction of Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would.
Without
That's
Rhea
so true.
Ripley,
That's so true.
Judgment Day ain't shit. She is Judgment Day.
Yup.
She is. Yeah. She's the leader. I wouldn't say she's the leader. She's the leader of the faction.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
She's even holding the title right now.
Exactly.
Like,
She's the
she
main
is
focus.
She's the
leader.
only one that's holding a title.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Step your game up, boys. Step your game up.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
won't.
He
we
might
won't
be
go
the
in-
one to start telling Damian Priest.
You know, Damian Priest they need to start showing him some love, man.
Yeah.
I thought
Exactly.
he was gonna get some love last night in that match, but that's another story.
Yeah, it's another story for a different day. But I mean, Damian Priest is awesome too. I gotta show him some love. People gotta give him his flowers, man.
Oh hell yeah! Look at the match he had with Bad Bunny, man.
Exactly. But yeah, that's a whole topic for another day.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm.
Rhea Ripley on to the next round. Next matchup: former AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida versus former New Japan Women's Champion Mercedes Moné. Joel, do you want to start this one off? I want to choose you. So you gotta go first. Come on.
Fucking guy. We're gonna go real quick with this. Mercedes.
Yep.
Mercedes for me. Uh, do I have to give a reason?
You don't have to if you want to.
Okay.
Because I was going to do the same thing. Like I'm choosing
Monet
Monet too.
I'll give bullet points if you need me to.
I would choose Hikaru Shida's music over Mercedes Monet's music, but as right now, Mercedes Monet is going to be the winner. I just can't stand money every fucking 2 seconds. Dun,
I
dun,
get
dun,
that.
dun, 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 money. Listen, I get it. I'm here for it. I wouldn't mind if it was spaced out. I really wouldn't. But when she's walking down the aisle, there's about 20 to 50 monies as she's walking. And these New Japan fucking ramps as long as shit. It's as long as a fucking WrestleMania ramp.
Yup.
Yeah, that is true.
And she takes her time too.
She really does.
She don't be rushing
like, sis, nah. I'm gonna need you to holler at your cousin to make a fucking track. You can still say Monet, but just not 10 times within 1 minute.
Exactly.
All right?
Exactly.
Spread it like butter, baby. Spread it like butter.
So you're gonna say
spread that bitch.
So you got Hikaru Shida. You want to stick with Hikaru Shida, or you still saying Mercedes Monet? But
no. I'm gonna stay with Mercedes Monet. I just want Hikaru Shida's music before Mercedes Monet's music. That's
she had a different theme song.
And listen, Hikaru Shida just came back. I gotta give her flowers because for her running down the ramp with them fucking them shoes.
Exactly.
Shorty came out of the Tekken video game.
All
right?
I saw those things. I was like, to be running in those is nuts.
She dead ass was running in them and was about to wrestle in them. Imagine she would have kicked Saraya over the head with one of them shoes.
Oh man.
Saraya would have been right back into retirement. Like, I don't know what hit me.
Oh my god. That would have been
I don't know what hit me. But I have the Tekken theme song playing in my head right now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I every time I hear Monet, I agree with you, Gigi, that constant Monet is like, oh my god, shut up. I'm like, just cut it off.
It's so bad. Like, I was like, okay, I was feeling it first. Okay, cool. Monet, yeah. Monet, okay. Monet.
Yeah, okay.
Monet.
By the fifth
Monet, really? Monet, yo, I'm done. Turn this shit off. No, you know what? Mute. I'll wait till she gets in the ring.
20 minutes later, she's not in the ring yet. She's like, oh shit. But yeah, Mercedes
am Monet. Stop. Stop. Enough for nothing.
Yeah.
As much as I love me some Mercedes, I feel like there was just so much nerves that was happening when she came back. Not came back, but just came back in wrestling. When she debuted in New Japan, because that first promo was like
it was a little sloppy. It was a little sloppy. Yeah.
It was, and I'm underneath the impression that maybe it's because
she was nervous.
Maybe the Japanese crowd. And everything like I feel like she had enough time on her hands to learn some type of Japanese or something like that.
Yeah.
But man, it didn't impress me. And I want to see more promos from her because it was always fun to watch. But I don't feel like she is grasping the crowd the way she used to. Mm-hmm. And and as a character overall, as a total package, it kind of takes away from it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I think what happened with her is that she's so used to playing off the crowd that in Japan they wait for you to finish to cheer, so they're just all quiet while you're cutting a promo, and I don't think she's used to that.
Yeah, no, because she was looking for the crowd reaction,
yeah.
And exactly. Looking around like
say something.
Word.
So they won't cheer till your music hits again, and they know that you're about to leave, and they'll give you your claps and stuff. But I think
Yeah.
that's what's messing with her. I think once she gets that down and stops worrying about that, she'll be good.
But when she hits
Hopefully.
it, you know what it is? It's also the Japan crowd and fans are a lot different now after COVID and all this other shit. The
There's like
restrictions
restrictions.
of
Yeah.
how they react and everything like that is a lot more stricter than what it is in the States. I'm sure when she gets back to the States, she's gonna end up getting that reaction that she was looking for. Because the
Yeah.
US crowds are a little bit more louder.
Yeah.
So that's that. Ooh.
Last matchup in the first round: Willow Nightingale versus Deonna Purrazzo. Let me start it with this one. I want to go with Deonna Purrazzo. This is what I said before when we were talking about Masha Slamovich. Deonna Purrazzo is also tied in first between my favorite wrestler outside of WWE and AEW. Um, Ever since she got released from WWE, she's been killing it, and she's now I think her third Knockouts title reign. She has competition over an Impact. I feel like every year it gets better, and she has more competition to go up against. Even though we mainly see her against the same people, she now has Trinity over there now to go up against. Those are going to be banger of matches.
Yeah.
All the matches she's had before when she was teaming with Chelsea Green and Mickey James, and then it's like her whole run since WWE, she got released from WWE has been iconic. To where I love Willow, her character's awesome, but like she hasn't really given like a huge opportunity to kind of show what she's worth. Like she
Gotcha.
had that match, that tag match against when she teamed up with Ruby Soho that one time on Rampage. But like after that, it was like, where's Willow? You know,
Yeah, I got you.
it's like she's been on Ring of Honor every week, yeah, which is
Yeah, she's
cool,
doing her thing though.
yeah. But it's like at the different time with Athena, I was like, now where's Willow again? She's here and there in that Soraya storyline, but we don't see her every
Yeah,
week.
she just pops up,
Yeah,
which is
so it's
dope
like,
because she's dope as hell. But she does
yeah,
just pop up and then disappear randomly.
exactly. Like I
And
love
again,
Willow.
That's how they're
that's
writing
how
the division.
that's how
Yeah.
they're writing her. I love
Yeah,
me some Willow Nightingale and the
Oh,
fact
she's
that
great.
she
yeah,
came back to wrestle. Like she she broke her neck during wrestling and was able to recover from that. And then to continue her career in wrestling is very inspiring because you hear about people breaking their necks. You hear from Stone Cold, your
Edge.
Daniel Bryan, your Soraya, and those were very much televised.
Yeah,
You know, where Willow wasn't televised because she just now is getting that TV stardom,
yeah.
right? But man, I can't go against Willow Nightingale.
Ooh. I mean,
I
she has a
can't.
good
I'm gonna
pick,
have to
but
go
it's like,
against. I'm gonna go with Willow, and I love Miss Deanna, but I don't know. I have a special place in my heart for Willow Nightingale.
yeah,
I can't go against her.
I understand. I mean, like she's good at everything she does, but it's like she's not really given much of opportunity
She's
here.
a babe with power, and it just
Yeah,
sucks that Tony Khan doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Joelle, now you're back in the hot seat.
Hopefully, having her in Ring of
Oh,
Honor that helps out and gives her more opportunity with the title and stuff.
of course. I mean, I feel like she should have won it against Athena,
That would have been that would have been
but
dope as
they
hell.
kind of missed that opportunity, I guess.
I
But
hate I hate how WWE just let Deanna slip through their fingers. I hate
exactly.
that they
That's what I
didn't
was thinking. I'm
do
like, how do you?
nothing. It was trash. I love Deanna. We've talked about this before.
Hmm.
I think she's shown so much of how fucking dope she is. I don't know how she's not in WWE right now. But it's great that she's killing it in Impact. I hate how people be shitting on Impact because Impact got a lot going on. Just
Yeah.
nobody's like I feel like nobody's watching it. So everybody just likes to trash Impact. But Impact got a lot of stars going on and they got a lot of good storylines.
Hmm.
Just no one wants to give them the chance because they have the Impact TNA name to them, and
Exactly. Yeah.
everybody just looks down on them, even though they have so much going on, so many good talent. I know a lot of people were mad like during COVID when all the WWE guys got released. A lot of them were picked up by Impact, but it was like, yo, they need to work somewhere.
Yeah.
I think Deanna has been one of the biggest like highlights of that class that came from WWE to Impact and has been ridiculous ever since she's been in Impact. Um, I'm gonna give it to Deanna, but not by a lot because I feel like Willow. They just need to give her a chance, man.
Yeah.
If they give her a chance, the fans love her already. She gets a reaction. If you just put a title on her, she could actually and give her time in the ring. That's more than 5 minutes. She'll give you a good show and actually show you, yo, I'm here and not like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. She's dope as shit. Like I seen her in the. I went to a couple of like NYWC shows and she's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, they don't give her the chance. So like same thing that Gigi's saying, like they have to learn how to book these women and give them opportunities because
Yeah.
it's just not happening right now.
It's not. It sucks because
But also it's like WWE took fucking how many years to perfect it. So at least AEW's doing somewhat something, but
yeah,
still it's not enough compared to
it's
like
not.
what else is out there. Because even Impact is killing it. I don't know how
Yeah,
AEW's not doing shit.
yeah, that is true. I mean, they have the talent, but it's just not working out. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but like they could do a lot with it, but like you said, it's just it'll take time. It'll take time.
facts. So
But
now
now
we're
we're
into
on to round number two, first matchup of the second round. We got Bianca Belair versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. So for this next round, we're just gonna start with Joel. Joel, you want to start this one? Actually,
Oh, you gotta start with me. Oh, that's
I'm gonna
even...
I'm gonna be fair. I'm
Okay.
gonna be nice to you. I'm gonna start
Okay.
off with this one.
You gonna start
Bianca
off?
Belair versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Dude.
I'm gonna have to go with sorry Britt Baker, but I'm gonna have to go with Bianca Belair with this one. It was tough. It's a tough one. I love both of these women. Both of them have been killing it, obviously, for a while now. I know people are gonna say like Britt Baker's been killing it longer than Bianca, but Bianca's making history week in and week out. Um, she's doing a lot, and I know in WWE there's a lot more you can do as opposed to AEW, and I get that. But it's like I feel like Bianca has been doing a lot more and been killing it over Britt Baker. Bianca's in the spotlight right now. Britt Baker, as of right now, is just in the storyline she's in. She's a side character, I guess. One of the side characters.
Yeah.
Because it's not really focused on her.
Yeah.
It's the outcast versus, the three originals. But I know it's a different storyline, different booking, but it's just I feel like Bianca is in the spotlight more. And has been killing and has nothing bad about her that she's done. Neither with Britt, but it's like Bianca just has had more on her resume as opposed to Britt has. So I have to give it the slight edge to Bianca Belair here. It's very, very tough to choose between the two,
man.
but I have to give it to Bianca. Joel, up to you.
I got you. I'm gonna go with Britt.
Ooh.
Former AEW Women's Champion, Owen Hart Tournament Women's Side Champion.
That is true.
She kept herself relevant when she broke her. Was it her leg that was injured?
I think so.
That she was just in the wheelchair doing the backstage segments.
Yeah.
She's just been doing a lot. I gotta give it to Britt. I love Bianca, but Britt, I just like that she has kept herself, even when she's not in the title picture, she's kept herself relevant. People still love her. She's one of those people that she don't really have to do a lot. I feel like right now in AEW, they look at her as kind of like the Becky Charlotte. Like, if we need someone to build up, we're going to throw Britt with them. We're going to throw them in either a match with them or a program with them just to elevate them. And she's been doing a hell of a job, especially like we talked about earlier with the Jamie Hayter, that when you think of Jamie Hayter, you think of Britt. But it is because Britt has really helped her come into herself. Don't really want to share on Jamie and act like she didn't do it herself, but having Britt there did help.
Yeah.
And Britt just has that power, man. That's why I gotta give it to her.
Yeah, that is true. Gigi, you're in the hot seat now.
Break
the ice. Who do you got winning?
Damn.
No pressure.
There ain't no
Black Girl Magic versus the dentist.
Yeah.
Man. There was a lot of good points that both of y'all had basically pointed out. Bianca Belair has done a lot more for the women's division now. However, Britt Baker has been doing everything for their women's division since the first day she became All Elite.
Yeah.
Damn, this is tough, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel as though they're, first and foremost, they're both great performers. They're both great wrestlers overall. They can tell a good story.
Yep.
And you're right. Britt Baker did hold down the whole entire women's division during the pandemic while she was in her own plastic security box of a wheelchair going up against Big Swole, which, by the way, will always be one of the best women's storylines that AEW has ever came out with, and they'll never be able to duplicate it. However, that dentist match was just pure bullshit. It was terrible. But Bianca Belair, man, she, another one, again, she's just like trying to just outdo herself. She is a Black woman making history no matter where she goes. And that's what I love about Bianca Belair. Oh, man. Britt Baker, for a women's division, has done more to help grow the women's division as is supposed to Bianca Belair. And I say this, and it's not because, I'm not saying Bianca's not putting people over. But damn, it's hard to say, man. Yeah. No, it's hard to say because this is the thing. Britt Baker elevates other women without having to be in those matches. But I have yet to hear the same. I hear that Bianca Belair elevates the children. Like, she gets the fans going and stuff like that. Man, you know what? Damn, this is so tough. This is tough. I'm trying to think about Bianca Belair's WrestleMania match. She had it with Asuka.
Yeah.
In all honesty, in my opinion, and I just have an opinion here, Bianca should have lost that night.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I agree with you.
1000%. She should have won this past.
And it's not because I want to see Bianca lose. It's because if you're introducing Asuka as this new crazy character, this new crazy bitch should have been the one to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Man. Oh, man. My heart hurts.
Like on first take, Martians.
But Bianca Belair is the thing. But Bianca Belair has been doing it alone for a long time. I think the reason why we haven't really seen Britt Baker in matches as much is because it's her back injury.
Yeah.
But yet she goes in, week in, week out to not only go to these shows, but also live her separate life of being a dentist, an actual DMD. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with Bianca.
Oof. Not either way.
And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you what it was that basically got her that W. And it wasn't even her in-ring ability. It was the simple fact that she made a little girl, like at WrestleMania, have the best day of her life while experiencing the worst day of her life.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very true.
So I was kind of replaying WrestleMania, and I was like, what was really dope and memorable about her performance at WrestleMania? And I'm like, the match itself wasn't what stood out to me the most about Bianca and Asuka, as fucked up as that sounds. The one thing that stood out to me the most was Bianca's entrance and that little girl her dancing her ass off and just having the time. And nothing's ever going to take away the fact of a child losing her mother at such a young age. But to be able to kind of
forget about it a little bit.
Give her a spotlight.
A kid, not even a full-grown adult, a fucking kid. Yo, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Would you like to come out with me and dance and make it like? And I'm pretty sure she was like, and make it as a tribute to your mom because you made it here. You made it here. You made it with me, and we're gonna do your mom proud. And for her to have that moment with someone who's not even an employee of WWE. Okay, just a moment with a kid to have that. Nothing can take that away. I love me some Britt Baker, but Britt Baker has elevated the women's division where Bianca Belair just elevates other women.
Yeah.
And I think that's, as an overall picture, I think that's a bigger picture here, because it doesn't matter if you just elevate the women that are in your division. The fact that you're able to elevate women that are outside of your division.
Yeah.
And bring acknowledgement to, so I am a women's wrestling champion, but I can also do this for you, for us, because it's a big win. So Bianca Belair just kind of gets that W off of that, and man, that shit was thin. Because I would have loved to see Britt go into the finals, but I can't go against Bianca Belair at this point.
That is true. I mean, either way, it would have been a great pick to choose who to go on. It's not a lose-lose situation. It's a win.
Right.
Yeah.
So either way, it would have been fine for me.
It's a lose-lose in my heart and my soul.
All right, next matchup: 2 rising stars, Masha Steinberg versus Roxanne Perez. Joel, I'm going to start with you this time because I started last time. Who do you got between these 2 rising stars?
Masha, I think is love Roxanne. Masha has just been more impressive to me, to be honest.
Okay.
Maybe again, like we talked about earlier, maybe it's just an experience of Roxanne, but for the last month, even though everything Roxanne has done, Masha has just exploded, has really impressed me, and she really like Gigi said earlier, she's skyrocketed from the last couple of months, and she deserves it. She deserves all the love she's getting. She deserves to hold that GCW champion, and all the belts she's gonna hold in the future. She deserves it for all the hard work she's been putting in. So just for that, I gotta give it to Masha.
Good pick. Gigi, who do you have between the 2, Masha or Roxanne?
I'm gonna have to go with Masha. I love me some Roxanne, but Masha would kill Roxanne in a heartbeat in this.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
It would be a cute fight on Roxanne ends, and I say cute because she's just adorable. But Masha is from Russia.
Yeah, she can kick your ass in like 2 seconds.
She can kick your ass in her sleep.
So true,
all right.
So true.
She would put you in a submission. She's probably putting someone in a submission move right now in her dreams, and like in air, just going like this to somebody who's waking up like.
Because it's just
I'm not in the ring.
To her.
Yeah,
I'm not
someone's
in the ring.
tapping out right now. It's not even the same room.
I'm not in the ring. I'm home with my husband and my dog. I'm okay. GCW title right there. Yeah, no. Roxanne wouldn't stand a chance.
That is true. That is true.
An actual match between her and Masha. Like, I got love for you, Roxanne, but Masha's gonna kill you.
Yeah,
Masha's gonna kill you.
I love both of these. I would say Masha, but I'm not gonna get Roxanne get swept here.
Okay, yeah.
But I would say Masha, but I love Roxanne to not have her get swept, so I'm gonna give her the edge. Even though
don't want to see that 0.
Yeah, I don't want to see that 0 next to Roxanne's name. Like, I was gonna choose Masha anyways, but again, the 0 she doesn't. Roxanne
she already
doesn't
got the one. She already got the one.
There's no point anyways in that one. But Masha, good pick. Now in this one, Jamie Hayter versus Rhea Ripley. I want to start off this one. Because I love both of these women equally. Don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna have to go with Rhea. The reason why I say Rhea is because although both of them, I would say both of them are equally as talented in the ring and doing amazing work. I just feel like Rhea's resume is much better on paper than Jamie's. Plus, right now, Jamie's storyline isn't even about her title. Like, I don't even remember the last time she defended that title. Probably at the last pay per view, but they're not even focusing on a championship right now. And it's like, I kind of want to see her title get defended rather than the fucking, oh, we're the outsiders. We're gonna spray paint an L on your fucking face. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. But it's like it's her. Rhea Ripley is elevating herself, elevating the Judgment Day, and even though she just won the title about a month ago, I think her title reigns can be better, not equal than Jamie Hayter's. You know what I mean? I'd rather see Jamie defend the title, not being a 6-woman tag.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know when she's going to defend it next.
Just holding the title.
Yeah, she's holding at this point. So it's not even, I'm not even enjoying the run. It's just like, oh shit, she's the women's champion. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go with Rhea here for this one. Who wants to go next? Who got a, I'm going to let you guys decide. Gigi, you want to go next?
Sure. Sorry.
It's okay. No,
Don't mind me. I'm just rolling up here. I'm just like,
I can already tell what you were doing. I was like, she in her zone.
Yeah, no.
She's getting ready. She's getting...
That's it. That's it. I have everything set up over here. This is my chill room. All right. And I just brought over a TV from my mom's house because they're moving to Puerto Rico. Or they already moved to Puerto Rico and they're selling her house. She's selling her house in Brooklyn. She was like, take anything and everything. Well, I was like, well, I need this new TV anyway. Thanks. It's not new. I was like, no, but it's new to my house. So therefore it's new.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the room I do it all. But Jamie Hayter and Rhea Ripley. On paper, this would be one hell of a match. Oh my god. A hard-hitting match. Who did Rhea Ripley? Oh, good, Janaya Kai.
They're both from the UK, right?
Yeah, they're both.
Oh, wait. So
Rhea from Australia.
So Jamie's from the UK. Rhea Ripley's from Australia.
Okay, gotcha.
And once upon a time in a lifetime ago, they probably met. Their ancestors met and they had their own wrestling match. Because I do not want this to be a complete slide, I'm going to go with Jamie. Okay. I agree with you, though, on wanting to see her in more singles matches, even if it's not for the title. Just a singles match.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yo, you know what? You talking mad shit. You beat me for the title. You can get a championship title match at the next pay-per-view. Something. But you're right. They keep writing her in a 6-man tag match, a 6-woman tag match, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. All right. And it's not even for her title. And it's like, well, what the fuck are we doing with our women's championship then? For right now, Jade is more of the women's champion than Jamie Hayter is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the way they've been presenting her. 100%.
Oh, my God. Absolutely. First and foremost, they're presenting her as Goldberg. They're presenting her as if she is stronger than Jamie Hayter. And Jamie Hayter's their AEW Women's Champion. Yeah. No, right? From my understanding, if you are the World Heavyweight Champion, the Women's Heavyweight Champion, whatever the fuck you are, you're supposed to be the top tier person to beat.
Yeah.
Top dog.
Yeah. If you put Jamie Hayter and Jade in a match, as much as I love Jamie, I think she would end up losing because Jade just has that more star power over her.
Yeah, she's the underdog in there.
And in the same case and scenario with Rhea. Rhea Ripley is fucking killing it in the women's division. Her title of being a SmackDown or Raw Women's Champion, however they want to fucking figure that shit out for the draft.
Yeah.
All right. Holds more prestige. than Jamie Hayter's women's title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, it's
Give
gonna be
Joel
a clean
now.
sweep. I'm gonna have to go with mommy. I'm sorry, Jamie. I changed my mind. No,
Yeah.
change it back.
you
We're gonna go with Rhea Ripley.
you
I
know
can't.
Review.
it reminds
I
me of what they're doing with Jamie right now reminds me of a couple years ago when they were doing with Rollins and Becky. I forgot who was champion, but they kept having tag matches on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot if Rollins was a champ or Becky was a
I
champ.
think they were both
But
champ. They were
both
both champ at
champs,
the same
right?
time.
And they're not defending it. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? You're having
Yeah.
tag matches, just make them singles. I think they
Yeah.
did that for like 3 pay-per-views in a row. And was
was it
like,
Miz and Maurice,
no, it
It
was
was against
Corbin
Baron
and
Corbin and
fucking
Lacey.
somebody.
Baron Corbin, and who?
And Lacey Evans.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was that
Yeah.
like weird period. Yeah.
It was
It
like
was
4 years ago, I think it
yeah,
was.
it
It was
was
like
like
four
yo,
years ago.
they
yeah.
they just need to stop with Lacey Evans.
Yeah.
So that's what Jamie's title reign is reminding me of. Like that title reign. That's like, yo, you're going in 6-man tag matches, but like you're not defending the belt. Can we like
Yeah.
kind of defend it here and there? But
Like, I can
yeah,
understand that they're gonna introduce the women's trios championship, but they don't do that if you
they
can't even figure
shouldn't.
out your singles
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that. They
Yeah.
really
And I don't
shouldn't.
know. So
Because
you
I
got
feel like they keep hinting towards that, and it's like,
Oh yeah,
why?
especially with the crew that they have, they keep like and they keep like you said teasing it. And it's like I hope they don't do it because if you can't get your division right, you think for the title, you think you're gonna be able to control 3 women's title. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. That's they can't even control two of them right now. So
yeah.
it's crazy.
So imagine putting that one on there.
Yeah. So you got who do you got, Joel?
Oh, Rhea, I'm dying on
Rhea.
this hill. Yeah, Rhea.
Oh yeah, you're dying on that
Yeah,
hill.
I'm
You
dying
said
on
that
this
the
hill.
last
It's
time that you were
Rhea.
dying on that
Yeah,
hill for.
Rhea.
Yeah. Clean sweep, and we just saw that coming anyways.
Yeah.
Now the last matchup in this round, Mercedes Moné taking on Deonna Purrazzo. I'm gonna start this one off because I know my answer already. I know my answer.
Oh, Nick.
I
Kick
know
it
my
off,
answer.
man.
I'm gonna go with Deonna Purrazzo because again, she's my favorite right now. I'm gonna be biased here.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I can't go up against. I mean, I love Mercedes Moné. I love her since day one. She's been killing it right now in New Japan, doing great things. But again, Deonna, my top favorite outside of WWE. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be biased here. That's the only reason I got for it. Really. Who got an answer already? Between you two. Do you really want to get it off now?
I love both of these women.
Yeah.
These are 2 of my favorite women wrestlers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it.
Monet. Sorry.
I hate to
So you gotta
say
sing the
it.
song. Think of the theme song. About
Think
how
of the
much it annoys
theme
you.
song that might hurt me. That
Yeah.
that might hurt my pick. No, I'm gonna go with you, Nick. I'm gonna go with Deonna.
Let's
I
go.
love Mercedes. I love what she did in WWE. I love what she's doing now. Star power and everything. Like we talked about, promos a little shaky in Japan, but when she was in WWE, she was killing it. I feel like Deonna is all around
She got it.
consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just incredible. Like I said in the first round, I don't know how WWE let her slip through their fingers. Like she is a superstar. And
Yeah.
if they don't know that by now, by the time that her contract expires, they're fucking bugging. Like
Yeah.
you re-signed Chelsea, right? Who is made of glass and gets injured every couple months. Love Chelsea, but it's true.
Yeah.
Deonna is consistent with it, putting on bangers on Impact. At the time, she was double champ, right, for a couple months.
Yeah. She was Triple H champ.
Yeah, like yo, she has this incredible resume. She's incredible in the ring. She can cut a promo. She. I won't say the complete or total package, but she's close to it when it comes to
Yeah.
wrestling.
I would agree. I would agree with that. Honestly.
I hate to see Monet go, but yeah.
I mean, Gigi, Deonna already won, but who would you pick anyways to get your thing?
Damn, this would have been a good fucking women's match overall, and who
Yeah.
knows, then maybe we'll be able to see it or not. I know we'll definitely be able to see Miss Trinity in a match with Deanna soon, so I'm excited for that. But I love me some Mercedes, but Deanna would have to be the one to take the W for this because, well,
Let's
first
go.
and foremost, she is. But
Yes,
secondly,
yeah.
it's more about her last really good pay-per-view match against uh Jordan
Jordan Grace.
Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to go. I was like Jordan Blade. No. We're not talking about that one.
Going
Wrong
through the names in your
person.
head.
Too many names. No, that last match that she had though with her and Jordan Grace for the Impact Championship belt. That was such a good fucking match. And
Yeah.
I not for nothing. I love Jordan Grace, but I would like for her to slow down just a little bit
Yeah.
with the body transformations that she's been doing lately.
Yeah, she's built.
She's
I know
juiced. I
she's
don't know.
she's beasting. I know this is what she likes. This is what she loves. Listen, there was nothing. She wasn't happy with her body type and how it looked and everything like that. I think it actually looked really good on her. But also health wise, probably it wasn't the best for her as an in-ring performer. She could have got winded a lot, where now she doesn't even get winded at all.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She's looking a little bit manly. So she's looking a little. She's looking like a he, not a she. I'm sorry to say it, but nah, yeah, Deanna's just gonna be really dope. And to be real, even if we were to see this as a legit match, I think Deanna would have won anyway. I think Mercedes would have put her over anyway.
Yeah. And who knows? We could see it. Impact has that partnership.
Yeah.
We could see it down the line. You never know.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Now we're on our final four. Final four: Bianca Belair versus Masha, then Rhea Ripley versus Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh shit, we got Bianca versus Masha.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I know my answer, but who wants to go first? You guys want to go
I'll
first?
kick it off right now.
Go ahead.
I'm giving it to Masha.
Oh.
GCW champion, baby.
Okay.
Have you heard? Have you heard the news, guys? Masha has been wilding, and I gotta give it to her.
Okay.
Gotta give it to her.
Okay, Gigi, who do you have? Do you have Bianca or Masha? Can it be an upset?
It's gonna be an upset.
Oh,
sorry, Bianca.
Snap. Okay.
Sorry, you are the EST
of WWE.
But
you're not a game changer when it comes to Masha.
There
Good
we
point.
go.
Good point.
And until you decide to have a match with Nick Gage, you can't say shit, all right?
Exactly.
Masha took those hits from Nick and he gave it to her that night. Yeah, shit. But Masha's been in a lot more hard-hitting matches.
Yeah.
Than Bianca Belair has.
Damn, this was an upset.
I think that's why it's so more impressive too, because the wars that she's gone through.
Exactly.
And you see it, it's just like, whoa, like she's incredible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Bianca. You know, I'm gonna be nice.
He's like, I'm gonna give one to Bianca because it can't be a clean all the time.
I'm gonna be nice. I was like, I can't have Bianca just take a 0.
Well, I'll take the sweep if that's what you feel.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice and
nice. All right, cool.
I'm gonna be nice and give it to Bianca because I don't think
they could be like, yo, we were doing a bracket one day, and guess what? I didn't let you guess what.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet her, but can you sign this part when you didn't get swept?
Yeah.
In the bracket.
Here's the bracket.
Yeah.
That one is me.
But yeah, but like I don't want. I love Bianca. She's too good
No,
to
yeah,
get not to get a
facts. Yeah.
to not get a 0. So she doesn't deserve that shit. I understand why y'all chose Masha, but it's just, yeah, Bianca. I just Bianca doesn't deserve to get swept.
No, yeah. I feel
Now
you.
other semifinal round:
Oh man.
Rhea Ripley versus Deonna Purrazzo. Whew. You know, I'm gonna be nice to start this one too because I want to give you guys the time to think about this. If you guys need the time to think about it, I don't know if you guys know the answer already or have it, but I am gonna choose Deonna Purrazzo. I love Mommy. I acknowledge Mommy, but Deonna Purrazzo is just, again, you can't deny her work and what she's done for the past couple of years. Rhea Ripley, for me, I feel like the past year was her best run so far. Yeah, she's had great time in NXT, but it's like, and she's put on banger of matches. She had that one year where she was in Survivor Series. She won that match in the War Games the day before. But it's like, I can't skip around Deanna's greatness and what she's done over the past couple of years and how she's changed the Knockouts division single-handedly. So I'm going to give it to Deonna. I mean, again, also being biased because I love Deonna more than Rhea.
Nah, yeah,
but
I feel you.
I want to go with Deonna. Joel, who do you got?
Gigi, I'm gonna put you in the hot seat because I will die on this fucking hill. I'm giving
Again.
it to Rhea. I love Deonna, but I gotta give it to Rhea. Okay? I gotta. I love the both of them. These are like I've said throughout this bracket. These two have really been standing out to me these last couple years. These are two of my favorite women wrestlers, with Monet. So this is a tough one, but I gotta go with Rhea.
Yeah.
I love Rhea, man.
Yeah. Gigi, you're in the hot seat now. Who are you gonna choose?
Fuck.
Game on the line. 3 seconds left. Buzzer beater. Who's getting the win? Go with what your heart says.
One.
Go with what your heart says.
I am, because I'm looking at her. That's right. We're gonna go with this badass bitch. It's not the mommy version. It's the old, good old kind of NXT type.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
As much as I love Deonna, put that back. Put you back there. By the way, it's the most funniest thing. She's actually down there. She's actually next to Zelina Vega.
Ooh.
Totally not even just that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Cool. That was my high moment that I realized. That's it. Nah, man. Ooh. So Deonna did a lot for this division, right? Just the Impact Women's Wrestling division. She is. Yeah. I feel like she's one of the few that has put the women's division of Impact back on the map.
Yes.
She's held it
because
down.
I feel like with what are their names? Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, and that other girl when they made a faction.
Madison Rain. Was it Madison Rain?
Oh, the beautiful.
It was Madison Rain. I don't fucking like her. I don't fucking like her. I don't fucking like her. She came
like
to AEW and I'm like, get this boring ass bitch off of my fucking screen. I get it. I know who you are. The beautiful people. That's what they were called, right? The beautiful people. I like the beautiful people. I just don't like her.
Okay. Gotcha.
Let me get this right. I like the faction, the beautiful people. I like when they were all together. But Madison Rain by herself in AEW now, I don't give a fuck your training. Kudos. Yeah. Good for you. But at the same time, while you're wrestling in the ring, can you not be so fucking sloppy in AEW? Because you're fucking killing me. Your matches are boring me, and then you're botching.
Exactly.
There's a lot of matches that you have, whether either A, you're calling it, or you're missing your mark. And whatever is going on, there's a miscommunication happening in the ring, and it's fucking pissing me off. And this is why you haven't been on our TVs, and I'm okay with that.
That's a fact, though. Yeah.
That is true.
Now that frustration is gone, all right? Besides the beautiful people, putting the women's division on. And Rosemary as well, right? I really like her. That shit was really dope.
You gotta shout out Gail Kim too.
Yeah, Gail Kim.
Gail
Mickey James.
Kim did her thing. I like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mickey James did her thing. But I feel as though when Gail Kim went in to do her thing, not everybody had eyes on the product anymore because we were already kind of disgusted by the way Hogan and Bischoff was running things.
We weren't able to appreciate it or enjoy it.
No, we really weren't.
Tuned out.
Yeah. And that's a shame because Gail Kim can go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a shame that at this point where she got into Impact, we just honestly, and we still don't really fucking care, but we care a little bit more nowadays than what we did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
10, 15 years ago, even if you want to, because I think they're over 20 years old now.
Yeah. I started zoning out with Impact around like that time with Hogan. Once they switched to the 4 sides, they went Monday night. It was just like, weird.
Disgusting.
This is weird. The main event was Hogan and Flair. Hogan was all over the TV.
Yeah.
Abyss teamed up with Hogan, started wearing red and yellow. It was just weird. It was a lot going on. And then AJ was just pushed to the side and was like, and that's my guy. So I was just like, this company is not for me no more.
So
I definitely get that.
So what's insane about this, right? TNA came out. And for the first time in a while, we got a televised wrestling show going on, showcasing new wrestlers and a new type of style of a wrestling ring. That's what made it unique.
Yep.
Their X division, the first times when they were doing this, is what made them really super unique because it gave you that WCW Cruiserweight Championship type of feel.
Yep.
If there's one thing WCW did not get wrong, it was their Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, that's the best thing going on for a while. I feel like that was the best thing going on for a while.
Yeah, especially in the later days because it was they were just bringing in new people. They were teaming up with companies like AAA and stuff like that so that they could bring their superstars over and actually showcase them. And I always loved that with Impact. There was a time that I would pick TNA over WWE because of that.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. And their pay-per-views were good.
Yeah, they had a good squad, and then that whole Hogan Bischoff shit just fucked everything up.
And that's when we changed. That's when we turned to the new chapter that said WCW 2.0.
Yeah.
Bischoff era.
Yeah, it stood like that for a while. I think it didn't start catching steam again until the COVID era when they started getting more signees and they started getting more eyes on the product because of the people that moved over there. It was like, all right, cool. Now a lot of the fans of WWE was like, okay.
And
I hate that Zack Ryder got cut. Where can I watch him? Impact.
Yeah, Impact Wrestling.
Kurt Hawkins, Impact. Heath Slater, Impact. You have options now.
And not for nothing, the pandemic was probably one of the better things to come from that company or to happen to the company because nobody else had shit else to do but to watch TV or just be on Zoom calls or do shit like this. And
that is true.
And not for nothing, whatever time frame they were in, it didn't matter what day it was. You felt like you had something busy to do because something was always happening until the world came to a stop. And we were like, well, fuck, what do we got now?
Yeah.
Oh, Impact. It was already dead prior. Now this just makes sense. It's like, hey, welcome to our house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's furniture here. There's drinks there. Who else is coming? It's just you. We appreciate you. Please don't leave. Oh
Yo, shout out
shit.
Impact though, man.
Yeah, shout out Impact.
Oh shit! I just see you pulled up the final.
We have one more round left. Really, the
Thanks for
final
having
round
me
left.
on. I'm not gonna do this anymore. Bye.
This
I'm actually just did right
Yeah,
now.
we're
I
gonna
can do this.
we're just gonna
Uh,
call this a draw.
yeah,
This is tough.
You know what? You want me to start off this
It's
final
the
round so that
double
way it gives
count
you
out.
No, you know what? Let me kick it off.
Go ahead, Joel. Go ahead. Take
Let
it away.
me kick it off.
Are you gonna die on your hill again?
GCW World
Ooh.
Heavyweight Champion. I'm going with Masha.
Ooh, good pick.
Wow.
Good
I
pick.
shocked the world, baby. I shocked the world.
It
He
depends.
tumbled down the hill. Mom
I rolled down it.
You just rolled down the hill. Wow,
Rolled
mommy's gonna
down
be
the
upset
hill.
at you. Mommy's gonna be upset.
Because mommy chose Dom Dom. That's
Yeah,
why.
Exactly. You
Uh.
gotta go with Masha, man. I love Rhea. Masha's ridiculous. I gotta go with Masha.
Yeah, Gigi, who do you have? I'm not gonna put you in the hot seat. I'm gonna be in the hot seat, maybe depending on you.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna put you. No, I haven't chosen my pick yet, so it's still one zip. It's still one
Still
zip.
one zip.
I know, man. I know. I want to make it 1-1 so we can make you pick, but no. I can't do that. Shit, man.
Go with the way your heart says. Choose it. Choose it. Choose it. I know you're gonna choose.
All right. My heart loves me some mommy, but I love me some motherfucking Russians. Well, let me not say that. I don't want y'all to think out there in the world I'm like I'm down with the people and everything. No, but if you fuck with Masha, I fucks with you. Masha.
Facts. Yup.
Bet. I mean, she already won anyways, but again, I just love. I'm gonna die on the hill of Rhea this time. I'm dying on the hill of Rhea. I'm taking Joel's
Someone
wording.
had to. Someone
had to.
Usually I die on the hill, but this one I had to switch it up.
Exactly.
I couldn't. Usually I die.
I wasn't going against Masha, man. I think if I'm not mistaken, I picked Masha all the way through. I'm gonna stick to my fucking guns.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Masha was winning. There you go. Masha is determined as the greatest active women's wrestler between us three. Yeah.
What a time.
That was tough.
It was a tough bracket, but we got through it.
Toughest brackets, man.
Yeah, this is the toughest one we had so far.
I'm so glad we did this.
Exactly.
Thank you for having me for this.
Thank you for coming on.
I fucking love this.
And we had a great time having you on. Do you want to plug in your stuff before you go?
Yeah,
wrap this up. So
sure. Hold on, let me put the blunt down. What's up, you guys? Gigi for the win here from the NuKKle HeDD Network podcast. You guys can catch us on the NuKKle HeDD Network on YouTube, on Twitch. We live stream Monday through Friday, but if you want to just talk about wrestling, we got the Raw watch along with Kenny from the Call Up podcast. That's also part of the NuKKle HeDD Network. Toe tags every once in a while. I pop in every once in a while. Show pops in, but you can always catch me and find me on Wrestling with NuKKle HeDDs Thursday nights, 9 p.m. live on Twitch and YouTube. So make sure you follow me. Find that link. It's all fun. And don't try to report me. Some of my memes are really fucking out there, man. It's just wild shit I be posting now. And don't fucking DM me, be like, yo, you really be doing this? Because it's none of your fucking business. All right. and most importantly, like, comment, share, subscribe to these guys, to us.
Thank you.
Because this is what we fucking do. We love wrestling. We talk about wrestling. This is a fucking dope ass bracket. I love this shit. Oh man, my heart hurts from like all of this, but at the same time, Masha won, so I love it. Really fucking cool. I like this.
Yeah.
So definitely catch us. And yeah. Oh, definitely. And I wouldn't be a knucklehead if I didn't tell you to go fuck yourself afterwards. So go fuck yourself.
We will definitely leave your stuff in the description of this YouTube video so people can go subscribe there. Thank you again, Gigi, for coming on. Go subscribe to us, the Ring Fanatics, on YouTube and follow us on all of our social medias.
Yes, sir.
And we will catch you guys next time.
Catch you.